know anything about bird injuries and birds that get hurt, the idea that you can actually take them somewhere and release them back into the wild doesn't happen unless you have professional support. It's very rare, and so we're lucky to have the Raptor Center. All of these birds would be dead if it wasn't for those guys, and so having injured birds, having a place to bring injured birds is a great thing.
Mice, voles, they're also highly migratory. They make their way down into South America, and they start leaving this area pretty quick here. In the next couple of weeks, they need to be heading south if they're going to keep our regular schedule. So this expectation with this one is an older bird. It should know how to fly. These birds, there's a scale going on here in that the birds are overweight right now, which is to give them a cushion. So if we have the birds physically fit and in an athletic condition, that's great. They're going to fly perfectly right out the door, but they don't have as much of a, well, that's the best word, just a cushion for some mistakes. This bird, as heavy as he is, if he doesn't eat anything for the next 4 or 5 days, he's fine. He's going to do just fine. If he goes and sits on a pole, adjusts himself, we'll be ready to go. The most likely reason we're going to see a bird come to the Raptor Center is because it's been struck by a car. They feed along roadways, something as small as that American kestrel. In thick grass like this, when you're a young bird, it's hard to catch a mouse out of the grass. It's easy if you wait till they run across the blacktop and you fly by and try and scoop them up. We see eagles in the winter months because they feed along the roadways on roadkill. There's any number of reasons for these birds to be in the road, and it doesn't usually turn out well. So just a little bit of explanation. If you take between your, let's see, your index finger and your center finger, the legs like this, that'll be a good way to hold it. Or you can hold index and thumb like so. Just kind of tuck the bird against your body, and then it's going to be a toss outwards. The hormones which cause birds to grow feathers as an immature, so they look like a juvenile and immature bird, those hormones are only present in the body for a short period of time. After that, if one of the young feathers is damaged and pinched off and grows out, well, they start to grow out their adult feathers. So this bird, even though it has the red tail on it, is a young bird. So it's just going through a transitional period early puberty. Alright, well this one, so the same instructions, just are you right or left-handed? Right. Okay, so take your right hand, hold firmly around the feet, they're very sturdy. Then your left hand, if you wrap your forefingers in front of the wing, your thumb behind, and you'll be able to toss it that way. And you kind of have had a chance to see his personality. He's going to jump around as soon as the hood comes on. There you go. Alright, you good? So let him look around for just a moment with the hood off. Before we toss him, he's going to squirm and jump, and that's just how he is. Something of interest before I let him go, if you look at his eyes, I mean, even though he has a red tail, you'd be able to tell this bird's a juvenile bird. He still not only has yellow eyes, but they're still mostly blue. These red-tailed hawks, they change color of their eyes twice in their life. They start with these pale baby blue eyes. They turn bright yellow for a year to 2 years, and then they turn to a dark brown of an adult bird. So he's mismatched all over. All right, well, you feel comfortable with the, let me help you get your thumb around the back. There you go. 1, 2, 3, and up he goes. All right. Now that's the farthest he's ever flown. Let's see what comes next for him.